Bro, there's something wrong with this guy. Like, for real.
A 7 out of 10.
Oh my
Biggest thing
God!
that movies get wrong about the jungle is how long it actually takes to maneuver from one location to the next.
Bro, the military is
Depressing.
shaping our youth to be not the greatest, okay?
My right foot.
What's going on, dude?
His reaction in this particular case is very...
There's a big LSF hate thread is blowing up, so expect more trolls. What is the LSF hate thread? Oh, what happened now, dude? Why? Oh, Destiny points out Hassan's grift on Cash App. Oh, dude, he's that brother's starving, dude. He's starving, dude. He's starving. He's like, who cares? Oh God.
very realistic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's nothing, dude. That's a light Sunday, baby.
The kind of guy, you know, these are SEALs. They are incredibly professional, incredibly stoic.
Nobody move. We're in a minefield.
What we saw there, that pile of rocks is fairly realistic, particularly in Afghanistan where pressure plate IEDs were placed quite a lot. So that's a literal pressure plate buried in the ground attached to explosives to target personnel or vehicles. They would often be marked to...
It's also interesting that, you know, a video like that comes up. And immediately there's like 100 fucking comments under it. It's so strange. It must be normal though. It must not be like any other particular reason why a video like that comes out and then there's like 1,000 upvotes immediately, 80 comments. What do I know?
To either warn the local population, and they would mark them with piles of stones, rags, flags, that kind of thing. The issue I have is that's not how landmines work. There is absolutely no benefit in designing a landmine that works on arming under pressure and then firing on pressure release. You know, what you're trying to do is initiate the explosion when that target is in the exact place you want it to be. And in this case, the exact place you want that target to be when the mine functions is directly on top of it. And it's a huge misnomer that there's this opportunity to stand on a landmine, stay perfectly still, and then work your way out of that situation. If you stand on it, that's it. It's going to function. Were he in this situation with his foot over a pressure plate, I think maybe they are going about this the right way. They're probably limited very much in what their options are. So what it looks like they're trying to do is they've created 2 fixed points in the ground. They're going to tie a string between them to keep the tension down over that pressure plate. How they act, how they respond and stuff, yeah, I can believe that. But unfortunately, from an explosive point of view, that's a 0.
Hurt Locker was great.
Okay, right now he's just diving straight in there, which is probably not the best approach. Yeah. Of course you'd stroke it, that's fine. You know, when the British Army were working in Iraq towards the back end, the bomb suit itself was becoming tailored. We would only use the top half of the bomb suit, mainly because of the heat and exhaustion. You're going to be doing this for about 45 minutes to an hour in ridiculous heat. So the bomb suit's realistic, that's fine.
Hassle.
Approaching without using your robot first, probably less so. Really, you want to do minimal interaction with the bomb. So very rarely would you just start picking at things, moving stuff around. He's identified the detonating core that's going into the main charge itself, which is an artillery shell, and he's trying to separate that detonator, what we call breaking down the explosive train. So it's not completely rendering it safe, but it's going to take that small pop, which is still pretty dangerous, but it's not going to bring down the entire neighborhood. So fairly reasonable sort of RSP, or render safe procedure so far.
Gotcha.
So he's just pulling that detonator or blasting cap.
Wait, am I missing it? Did he talk about the fucking fingies? Like, why? What's the reason why he's got fingerless gloves on? I guess it's like very tactile. It needs to, like, you need grip for precision, dexterity. because it's cool as fuck. Yeah, dude, it's because it's fucking sick, dude. That's why he's got those driver gloves, dude. It's because it's fucking sick. He's trying to get that Iraqi pussy, dude. Hell yeah. You know, the ones that they weren't murdering.
Out of the fuse well, absolutely no looking around to see what else it's connected to or what that wire might be doing.
All right, we're done. Good to go.
There are lots of guys watching, recording, and filming what he's doing. That's absolutely realistic. The bomb place is most likely going to be watching.
Bro, there's a guy on that thread saying Hassan gets his chicken delivered. Bro, I think it's time to throw me in jail. I think it's time. Tom Tillis, lock me up, sir. I have used delivery services. Fuck it, dude. Dude, unsub. Chat, if you want to unsub after this one, I fucking understand, dude. You caught me. Sometimes I get chicken tendies delivered. Other times I'm making it myself or my mommy makes it for me. But hey, sometimes, yeah, every once in a while, you gotta fucking get that chicken tendy delivered, and that's disgusting. Honestly, it is horrible. You are sponsored by Cash App. News to me and probably yourself. Oh, I'm sponsored by Cash App. Oh, Pog. What? Wait, I'm sponsored by Cash App. What else am I sponsored by? Are there other sponsors that I'm sponsored by? Wait, no way. That's so sick. Thank you. That's dope. That's tight. Thank you for the sponsorship. What else? We got George Soros, the Kingdom, the Saudi Kingdom, Qatar, Big Chicken Tendy. Big Chicken Tendy sponsors me. Raytheon. Sponsored by, the Chinese Communist Party, of course. That's cool.
So they understand what we do.
Got a wire.
Yeah, and we don't do that either. We don't pull at wires to see where they go.
Yeah, I feel like that's not something you should be doing with a bomb. Now this movie seems a little silly. Like after seeing an expert shit on it, I'm like.
So this was actually really common in Afghanistan and particularly in Iraq. They do what we call daisy chains. So they link multiple main charges, usually along the side of the road. And what he's doing there is he's pulling on the electric wires that are connected to the blasting cap that previously he just removed by hand.
The majority of the rumors about you come from Train. Train recently leaked that Hassan is making $20K from days from ads alone. Now with the Cash App sponsor, he's clearly $10 million a year. Wait, what? I'm making $20K a day from ads alone? What the fuck? Oh my god, that's why people were texting me about this. People literally were texting me about this, like, why the fuck? Like, people were texting me about this, like, are you like fucking running a crazy amount of ads or some shit? Like, how are you making $20K a day from ads alone? And I had no idea where the rumors were coming from. But now we know. The irony, of course, is that Trainwrecks has a Cash App sponsor. I do not. And no, I do not make $20K a day from ads alone. What fucking psychopathic planet are we living on? I run less ads than most of the big streamers that have renegotiated contracts with Twitch. I run less ads than every single one of them. I run a 60-second to an hour ad density. Most of the streamers have 2 to 3 minutes, which even then is not that crazy. It is fucking remarkable that people make this shit up. Cobra ad incoming. When are you going to cut Train off, dude? Dude just swings at you and scurries every time he gets called out. I don't even fucking say anything. I don't say anything about Train at all, and I don't care. I don't know why Train is saying shit like this. I saw this 20K per day comment from Train all over LSF in literally every single thread. What? Maybe he like said it jokingly or something, because something so stupid could not have been uttered by someone unironically. I assume that he jokingly said it, and then some fucking, like, he probably jokingly, memingly said it, and then there are a bunch of horny people who literally are just like, oh, that's fucking true. It's about Hassan, so it must be true because he's a manifestation of all things evil. You know what I'm talking about? And they're like pathologically pasting it in every thread or something, and it worked. People literally feel that way.
20,000 Soros bucks a day.
Why does the discourse about you and ads keep coming up? It's stupid. Even if it's true, why the fuck would it matter? Well, even if it was true, it wouldn't matter. Like, but the irony is like, I made it a fucking, like, I made an effort to make sure that I run less ads. I could have run more ads. I actually heard you signed the contract with the Cash App. I don't know how you did that without knowing, but congrats, brother. The reason why the ad meme started is because I tell everybody when I run 20K a day is like $1 per viewer. 100 viewer Andes can quit their day jobs at that rate. That'd be awesome. I don't think there isn't a single person that makes $20,000 a day on this platform. Like, there is no fucking way that someone is making 20K a day on ads. Like, there's no fucking way. Maybe I'm also sponsored by Cash App. I don't know either. Dude, Cash App might be sponsoring everybody. All it takes is someone else saying XQC does. Nah, there's no way. No. Oh, you mean fucking yeah, XQC doesn't run ads if I'm not mistaken. Said the same last time. He had no such thing as making a deal with Twitch with ads. Did he renegotiate his contract recently? I'm pretty sure XQC renegotiated a contract like around the time that Doc was getting a contract. All of the new contracts, and it's usually a 2-year deal. But all the new contracts that came in, remember everyone started talking about fucking ads when the ads were getting pumped? I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about some of this, but when the ads were starting to get pumped on the platform, I knew that there were going to be ads regardless, inevitably. Twitch has always been telling content creators to run ads. They've tried to make it like more fun. They try to gamify it, but ultimately Amazon wants Twitch to run ads because you have XQC runs ads, just not manually. Also, XQC does run ads.
Yazan making money. Good for him. He's a really good person. Yazan Ajan Bazan Kazan Dazan Yazan Fazan Yazan.
There's a new Pepe D post on you also attacking you about the Cash App. It's honestly pathetic. You should get a contract by Cash App just to spite them. Maybe. Do you know if Twitch is profitable without ads? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. Like Amazon wants you to run ads because
Moon 2L.
It's basically like what do you call it? It's basically like fucking if I don't run a single ad and Twitch is selling ads on the platform and I'm not running a single ad. Remember, XQC and I talked about it, right? Like, it's people like us not running ads. It's larger content creators not running ads is like fucking over other content creators, because that means we have an insane amount of inventory that has high fucking CPMs and we're just not even selling the ads. He is literally harassing another streamer. How is he not banned? Dude, don't worry about it. I think he's done enough to it like literally doesn't matter anymore. When I was a much smaller streamer than him, it did matter because it would make my fucking life a living nightmare on this platform. I talked about it briefly last week, I think. But guys, did you just stay in the chat yesterday until the song started streaming again? But at the time it was really harassy, but now it doesn't fucking matter. But you also didn't ban anyone. They were timed out for 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Yeah, and the reason, wait, is this about the Cash App shit? The reason why I fucking timed, wait, is it gonna be a story every time I fucking nuke people in my chat now? Really? Because I nuked some other people very shortly after as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Dude, I can't even fucking fart on camera without Destiny making content out of it. Nice, brother. Hey, that's cool, dude. Well, no. Hello. I am not fucking sponsored by Cash App. I'll watch the video in a second. I'm not sponsored by Cash App. And not only that, but I nuke people all the fucking time for changing the dynamic of the conversation that we're having. If it's like about politics, I don't know. Think about it like this way. Like maybe you're, you know, covering the latest like Pokemon drama or something, and someone comes in and tries to change the conversation, and then the hive mind of chat goes along with that other person that's like changing the conversation to something completely irrelevant. You know, you nuke people for shit like that all the time too, I presume.
One man's fart is another man's fortune.
You know, it's like you're in the groove and you're in the groove, you're in the zone, you're covering, you know, Pokemon drama or something, like, you know, there's a new Google Doc off of like offline TV or some shit, and then you're covering that, and you're looking at your chat and people are saying stuff that's completely irrelevant, and sometimes you gotta nuke them, brother.
Can't believe a guy we subscribe to is making money. Congrats, King.
Quite easily. Now those shells are going to be somewhere in the region of 25 kilos upwards. He's now just dragging around and pulling out of the dirt, but not something you want to be doing. We're going to see him run straight to what we call the firing point, which is the two bare wires on the wall. If this is what we call proxy bombs, they'll probably have a handler. They'll probably have someone watching, and there'll be two triggers to this particular bomb. There'll be the intended trigger, so a push button or something on the vest itself, something that they're carrying or maybe strapped into. There are most likely, particularly in Iraq, the mobile phone threat was pretty high, so there'd be probably what we call an RC or a remote control trigger attached to the vest as well for precisely this situation. And we'd call that a chicken switch. So if the bomber decided to chicken out, his handler could detonate him at a moment's notice.
Oh, man.
The priority is separating the bomb from the person, not necessarily dealing with the bomb. So he'd be gone as soon as that's been dropped off.
I can't get it off. I'm sorry, okay? You understand? I'm sorry. I'm sorry! Get down!
As an EOD operator, you feel particularly responsible, and there is very little he can do. There's no point in wasting his own life. It's one of the more realistic Hollywood explosions that I say we've seen. You know, there was a sizable amount of plastic explosive all over that guy. If you can double the distance between you and the device, you actually expose yourself to about a quarter of the shock wave and blast wave that you experience. So any foot he could have got further away from that would have helped. So the first scene we saw, for absolute realism, I'd give it about a 2 or 3 out of 10. For this scene, probably a 7. I remember watching this in the cinema, and I happened to be there with some colleagues at the time, one of whom was actually tasked with being part of the team that would render safe improvised nuclear devices, and some of the others were special forces operators, and we all had a lot to say about this clip. The bomb itself is quite reminiscent of the bomb in Goldfinger. There's a really weird mix of mechanical devices clicking around and going on, and complicated electronics. You're particularly never going to get two timers, one mechanical, one digital, counting down.
No way, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. It's real.
Counterclockwise.
Got it.
When the time comes, cut the green wire. Do not cut it yet.
Okay, we copy.
Another thing is this innate knowledge of the heroes to have a almost textbook-like understanding of the makeup of these devices and be able to say, oh, it's this switch from this area, we're going to do this. That doesn't happen. It's bespoke. There are certain things, you know, the generic makeup of how these things operate, you can't get around physics. But, you know, knowing exactly what color wire and things to do is just not believable. It's not realistic. And on cutting that wire, he's built in the software to just slowly open up and expose the core of this device. There's absolutely no reason why the bomb designer would design that feature into this bomb. Even if you've managed to render safe the trigger mechanism, all of this, right, there's still a huge amount of work to do to start taking that apart and get rid of the actual radioactive element of this. You've got multiple devices all having to be cut at exactly the same time. You know, they're all synchronized. That just that doesn't work. We've tried cutting wires at simultaneous times with multiple people across different parts of the room, or even on the same device if everything's linked. You know, we've tried it in training. There is just no way you're going to be faster to beat switches in an electrical system by cutting things simultaneously. I'll give it a 2 out of 10 just because the physics.
We found this in a playground. This stuff is cutting edge. It's a binary liquid.
A what?
Yeah, that's pretty common for an EOD tech to geek out and get excited about the device he's found or what he's been doing. I'd like to say I've never been to a police station where someone picked up an IED and brought it into the police station, but unfortunately I have. So that's pretty realistic.
Two liquids. Either one by itself, but mix them.
So yeah, binary explosives exist. Well, essentially any simple explosive mixture is two separate chemicals that just mix together. In this case, he's mixing what would be a fuel and an oxidizer to make an incredibly sensitive explosive. Very high-tech bomb, very impressive explosive technology, and you're definitely not going to get that kind of explosion out of that small amount. This guy being a serial bomb maker, they have existed in the past. You know, they probably will exist again. In a sort of large bombing campaign like that, even Afghanistan, Iraq, when you're there, the bomb maker will develop a signature. They will develop multiple bombs. And a lot of what we did in particularly Afghanistan when I was serving there was try and gather evidence, be it forensics or just bomb style. So the technology exists. So I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
I want you to dive into the tub.
I can't do it.
Can't do it, man. His legs, he's been on there for like 18, 20 hours. He can't even walk, let alone hop off the can.
Okay, so that's actually a really, really good point. His legs are probably numb. He's fatigued. He's dehydrated. He's scared. He's unlikely to be jumping up and running around anywhere anytime soon. He might, however, just faint and fall off the toilet. So I'd probably be physically restraining him and holding him in place at this point in time.
And what he's doing, Sergeant, is spraying this thing with liquid nitrogen. That should give you a good second or two before detonation.
Covering something in liquid nitrogen to freeze the switch in place. In theory, it's a mechanical attack. You're attacking the physical mechanisms of that switch and holding it in place. It's going to do nothing for the electrics. It's not a good idea. It would not be something we'd do against an improvised explosive device like this. You have no idea what that extreme cold temperature is going to do, how the components are going to react to that. They're pouring it in the wrong place. The switch is going to be right underneath him.
Okay, get him up, get him out. Let's go. Move.
First of all, there's only going to be one person dealing with this.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, bomb blankets, containment of explosions, all things we try and do. There's one sturdy toilet. The whole side of the house goes out, but that porcelain toilet stays intact. He's probably better off just sitting on top of that rather than jumping in the tub. You know, at the very minimum, you'd expect his eardrums to rupture. All the soft tissues in his body, particularly his lungs and his bowel, are very susceptible to blast wave and shock wave. Essentially, you've got a really bad bruise all over those linings. There's lots of blood. and you can suffer from what they call dry land drowning, which is where all the blood vessels in the lining of your lung rupture and your lungs fill with blood essentially over time. Or you get blast bowel, which is slightly less severe. But essentially it's the same thing. Your bowel starts filling with blood and you bleed internally. In training, I've dealt with a toilet bomb before. The probably weirdest place I found one was in a bathroom originally. By the time I'd got to it, the landlord had thrown it out the window, had been collected by the police and driven back to a police station. I'd give it 1 out of 10.
Video kind of sucks. Let's do it. Rashida Tlaib and I already co-wrote the COVID amendment for 2,000 checks, so it's ready to go. Glad to see the president is willing to support our legislation. We can pass 2K checks this week if the Senate GOP agrees to stand down. Wait, you guys like it that much? Dude, I have like the weirdest. The people that come in fresh off of like a fucking LSF thread of drama baiting sometimes have like the weirdest fucking. He's much better than Jungle Die. He's better. Okay, fuck it. I'll do it. I'll finish it, dude. Fuck it, dude. I'm saying it, dude.
My lads will wait. If I go in the wrong way, they'll know what to do.
You guys are fucking nerds.
So there's so much about this that I really like. So I think his attitude and demeanor, doing what he's doing is perfect. The communication back and forth. So that reach back, as we call it, to someone who's not under that pressure, someone who's got the scientific support and support of other people around them, can think maybe slightly clearer or cooler than you are, is very realistic.
Cut to the blue wire.
It's never going to be a simple red or blue choice. A bomb is going to contain at least 7 components, from a power source to your main explosives, your initiator, switches. It's never as simple, unfortunately, as red or blue. And if it is, you do a little bit more investigating before you decide to cut a wire. And now there's one guiding principle when we're working this kind of job. And if you say you're going to do something, you do it for exactly that reason. If you couldn't explain it to your mother as to why you're taking that action, you shouldn't be doing it. So you are 100% sure when you do anything as an EOD operator. No way that you swap between decisions or do something that you...
Bro, you don't understand. It has to be this way. The audio has to be this way.
The leftists' audio meme because all these army guys got some 2010 Omegle audio.
Wasn't the LSF hate thread yesterday? No, that was an LSF hate thread about someone else that a particular community turned into a hate thread about me. And now they are going along with that hate thread that they had made up. It literally doesn't. It's like all made up. But the beautiful thing about just completely made up bullshit is that people will believe it, especially if they just hate you. Like if they fucking hate you, personally despise you, or are looking for any reason to hate you, then they'll be like, oh, this is all this very clearly made up shit is real now.
Or not do something that you said you're going to do. So the vast majority of IEDs that we've experienced in Afghanistan particularly are very, very simple. They're very simple electronics, very simple circuits. If you were to cut any of the wires, you've probably broken the bomb enough to make it somewhat safer. Without having done a full investigation of what you're dealing with, you generally don't start cutting wires and hoping and guessing at things. That's a very, very surefire way to make sure that you don't survive very long doing this job. He would never have changed his mind at that last moment, so unfortunately I can't give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to go with a pretty high 9 on this one.
I've laid out what you'll need.
Okay, so you've got the Expo or explosives officer from SO15 Counterterrorism Police.
Why are Why are people so fucking strange, dude? Like, why are they so fucking strange? There's a similar video with a submarine commander in it. I think we watched that one, right?
They're a unit. They exist. They're very good. They are all ex-British Army bomb disposal operators who transferred over to work for the police and with the police. And he's going to let the hostage defuse his own bomb, which is probably his first mistake. He easily put that small tool bag on the robot to send that down to the hostage.
I'm not going to manage with one hand.
We'll start by freeing your left hand.
He's holding down what they call DMS. It's not an abbreviation we use. In this case, it stands for Dead Man Switch. And whilst that button may be very light to push, you press a button for an hour and you're going to feel some extreme pain in your hand. So he has taped his thumb down onto it already, which is something we would do. Quite lucky, actually. That bomb is pretty poorly designed.
Was it really a good show?
Exposed.
I remember watching the first episode. I remember watching the first episode of that Bodyguard show, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where they're like, there's like a Muslim terror attack or some shit. And I was like, ugh, this seems fucking kind of yikes.
That's a pretty generous
But people
bomb.
have said it's a good show. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Maker not to kind of just put a cover over all of that decision between, is this a suicide bomber or is this a hostage? Maybe if you're entirely unsure and you're suspecting more on the suicide bomber lines, then yeah, maybe send the robot with some tools down and try and get them to start doing something to help out. In this case, it would probably be much more exposing the device, showing it to the robot, showing them the components. If there's other switches, as I say, mobile phones, radios, that kind of stuff on there, you wouldn't necessarily start getting the hostage to start taking the device apart, as you're about to see now.
I mean, I don't really give a shit that it's Islamophobic. Like, dude, come on. I love watching fucking war movies and shit. Like, I literally would never be able to watch a single fucking movie that features war in the Middle East if I was like, oh man, it's fucking Islamophobic. There was a time, yeah, there's most shit is Islamophobic. There was a time when like there literally was not a single movie out where Muslims were not automatically the villains. Like, you know what I mean? So like,
love you,
the maybe deliberate, maybe not so deliberate, but definitely aggressive effort to legitimize the war on terror. It's kind of like fucking Rambo era and like, you know, Rocky Balboa era anti-Russian sentiment, you know, Cold War. All the villains are Russians, and, you know, Afghanistan and Iraq, all the villains are fucking brown Muslims. It'll probably be China now. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be China, because China is too big of a market, and these movie companies don't want to offend China in the Chinese market, especially considering that they are very, very sensitive about the way that they're.
Code Miko.
Hassan is
so
racist.
Can
proven.
we see Code Miko again, please?
Hassan is a racist. Proven. I was gonna ban him, but it's pretty funny. I'm gonna keep him. Hassan is a racist. Proven. First message in the chat, dude. Oh, good shit. No, just change the story in the dub and reshoot the endings. Problem solved. What? Yeah. These videos used to be much better when they first came out. One of the first ones was a car scene with the actual F1 driver. He proved it. Hassan is a racist.
On single-handedly abolishing rent inside people's heads.
He's not even, dude, he's not even going to respond. Like, that's it. He proved it. There's no second comment necessary. Like, I was waiting for him to say something else and be like, lol, I'm just kidding or something like that. He's like, no, I proved it. It's proven.
Being sure to maintain pressure on the DMS trigger.
That particular action so far is what we call mechanical blocking. So you're basically doing a very risky physical procedure. You're not interacting with anything electrically. All he's doing is replacing his thumb with something to hold that button down in place. Before we leave what we call the ICP, the incident control point, and make that manual approach.
Have you seen how Talib, AOC, and Bernie are hopping on the opportunity that Donald Trump just put at their feet to look extremely capable of putting working families first nationwide? Yeah, it's very smart. Nancy Pelosi did it too. Yeah, it's brilliant. Dude, why in the fuck would Democrats not capitalize on it? I've been fucking screaming about how they should for the longest time. Great. You are really quite obsessed with race, though, to be honest. Obsessed with race in this. I'm not gonna say it. You know what? I gotta scale it back with the mom jokes. Like dicks inside of my ass. Smile. This is about class, not race. Okay. I love how you don't read our comments, but you read one from a guy who only commented once. Well, there you go. I just owned you in that one because I just read your comment. Curious, your title says heart rate monitor stream? No, it doesn't. Radical Rashidun, you fucking poop freak. You freak obsessed with poop. Listen to me. I'm kink shaming your poop fetish, okay?
I'm hungry.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this is Mr. Poopy. This is like how do you stop the poopy from coming out of the butt, that sort of stuff. That's Radical Rashidun. No. Let me tell you something. You have been watching me since the beginning of the stream, and that's why that was the title originally. And sometimes when you change the title, the title doesn't switch over if you don't fucking refresh it on your own end. Radical Rashidun.
In this case, start doing any manual actions. We have a 100% plan of what we're going to do. Yeah, no one's letting go of that switch. No one is confident enough that they're going to lift their thumb off that without any AD operator making them move it. There's a whole load of other things you'd get to before you went anywhere near that. And the last thing I'd do is trust the tape that's been on his hand that's covered in mud, blood, and sweat. Okay, so this is where this scene goes even more wrong for me. You know, without any diagnostics or understanding.
Dude, the fucking nerds want to watch it. Stop saying this is so boring. Okay? See, this is what I mean. This is why I nuke shit. One person says this is so boring, Resident Sleeper, and then like other people start spamming it. Like, yeah, okay, here it is. No, the fucking nerds wanted to watch this to the end, okay? I don't like this one either. So, I'm doing an executive skip here. We're going to live stream fails, baby. Let's go. It's fucking full. It's Drama Mondays. It's Drama Mondays, baby. Misgive clowning his way out of Walmart after being kicked out with Santa.
Let's go.
It's Tuesday. Whatever. It's Drama Tuesday.
Merry Christmas. Santa's getting kicked out. We don't know what's going on. Santa, they don't like Santa here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Wait, why?
No,
just starting a riot.
The news? It's trending on Twitter. They just canceled Santa.
Oh shit.
Sorry guys, this guy's not allowed in the store. We gotta get out of here. 6 feet of separation from this guy, huh? Piece of shit. Trash human being. Or mystical creature. That's what your wife calls you, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just get this out.
He should have just said, they're in Texas. You should have just said radical liberals are fucking canceling. Soulja Boy found the perfect game to match his style. You should have just said radical liberals are trying to cancel Santa. They got permission, but callers called in to ruin it. They were buying gifts for kids in the hospital. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with people? Yo, that shit sucks, dude. That shit actually sucks.
Mr. Poo Poo, I would encore you hastily to
Fucking
please cease with
Twitch
this
audience sometimes, man.
And return once to 3 months, soon to be right.
Okay, that's a lot. He's in Austin, not Texas. That's true. Simple method against Twitch's annoying anti-ad block screen. Wait, hold on. Is this like a meme or something? I don't want to go to like. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's open the stream twice. The second tab minute after the first, and keep it live but muted. Then you can jump between your tabs when the anti-ad block screen pops up on one of the tabs. Twitch, if you read this, fuck you. Auto moderator, if you read this, this is a link. Now fuck you too, Mr. Destructoid. Open the stream twice, the second tab a minute after the first, and keep it live but muted. Smart. Good shit. Fuck you, Mr. Destructoid. Okay, Twitch chat releases Charizard. The problem is, anytime you fucking reveal shit like this, Twitch is like, oh, is that how you're avoiding the ads? And then they fucking find a way to like stop it from happening. Yeah, spend my internet data cap twice as fast. Oh yeah, there's also that too. Would they care about that though? The ad still counts as watched. True. Do they just not want Misgift to come back? Is that what it is? Shameless Melina, not interested. I am Hans Niemann hits Grandmaster. Oh shit.
And you just what? He resigned. Why did he resign? He
I would
completely
sacrifice my left nut and only my left, not my right, because we homies watch someone sous vide it and then turn it into a medium well ball steak just for you to say daddy needs mommy's milk in a southern accent. Please. It's my dying wish. Azad.
Damn, bro. My man, he needs to give me chat advice now, dude. See, this is what happens when you don't get chat advice.
So bad. That's so fucking bad. The juicer actually beats the hobo's record. What does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Forsen? Oh, Forsen's the hobo? Okay. Why can't they just say XQC beats Forsen's record so like any normal person coming to this Reddit that isn't an absolute loser would understand what the fuck they're saying? Like, nobody understands what you're saying here, except for the people that are like invested super hard into like.
Wait. Oh no. Oh yeah, that was oops. I understand
culture,
it.
and they're like on their fucking PCs all day, like Omega lol, Omega lol. So bad. That's so fucking bad.
Oh no.
Bad friend.
Genie threatens Misgift.
Dumbass.
I'm gonna snitch on what you dreamed of yesterday to Maya.
What did you dream of? Fuck you.
What did you dream of? Fuck you. You be nice to me, or I'm telling everyone.
That is so fucked up.
That is fucked up, Jenny. That's fucked up.
I'm telling you.
That is actually
We love it,
so
folks.
fucked up.
Did you dream you kissed her?
No.
Worse. High five.
Yeah, that is me. That is true self.
You are actually the worst that you're bringing this on stream after I confidently told you while we were going to rooms together. You are a snitch.
I didn't say anything.
That is so fucked up. Dumbass.
What was this? They were just like, it was Sekkasu or something. JZG makes S-Fan a stalking of his face.
Today he's getting stabbed.
No way. Is that Jesus or is that S-Fan? I mean, redundant, but
No way! Dude! No way!
Is it so fake that he gets upset when you tell people how he acts off a camera? What? Did this guy say no politics today?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie that's samurai Italian hands.
Bro, I'm like 8 hours into the fucking show, man. Like, the fuck do you mean no politics today, dude? The politics were like 6 hours, dude. Give me a break, bro.
Holy crap!
It's great.
Very good.
Chest hair, chest hair. Oh my gosh!
Ew, what is she using?
Can I get this fan flick? That shit is fire.
Friendly ad reminder, top of the hour, but also any chance you can look at my messages to see what I've been trying to ask you about Christopher Hitchens, says Dark Turkey. No, fuck Christopher Hitchens. Also, you're right. Top of the hour, every hour, 6-second ad break. Right now, folks. Bro, is LSF shit today? What are these clips? Yeah, I know. LSF was kind of mid yesterday, too. I don't know what's going on. LSF is desperately in need of drama. Maybe that's why this says 300 comments in 1 hour. What a normal number of comments for just a normal fucking clip. I'm sure this will be very normal.
Wait, someone...
300 comments in an hour, dude? What the fuck?
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, he thought the chance was AFK, but I was right there to yoink it. Okay, it's fine. All right, we're good. Yo, I yoinked you hella gold right there, man.
Yo, you did?
I don't know what this is. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Any gold digger confirmed cap.
Buy me house and I'll sleep with you. Buy me house and I'll sleep.
It just got locked? I didn't even get to it yet. What the fuck, dude?
I like that, for a little bit of internet pettiness, I like that LSF is finally starting to realize that, like, there's always that defense comic that lefties wheel out where they're like, oh, curious, you participate in society, yet, or like you criticize society, yet you participate in it, and people always like, oh, well, you know, just because you're criticizing a system doesn't mean you can't take part in it, blah, blah, blah. But that's not working anymore. Apparently he was like banning people because he's like getting Cash App sponsors and shit from his stream. So he's like banning people that are shit talking Cash App in his stream chat and shit. It's like, it's so funny how like,
this would be a remarkable statement if it were true in any part. I mean, any part of this. Wait, hold on. Here's what I gotta say to this. Okay. I mean, wait. Let me just finish out this clip first. But
do we all have to live as part of like a capitalist society? Like, yeah. But does that mean we have to like literally sign contracts with a company that's owned by the person that you hate more than anybody else, Jeff Bezos, while taking
bro?
Congrats on the sponsor and the new straw friend, brother.
Oh, why did he follow through with the actual bad argument? Like, what? He went from he was like, oh, people I know say this, like, people obviously keep bringing out this argument, so I'm just gonna go and make that bad argument anyway. Like, oh wow, you criticize society, well that must mean you have to, you know, go starving. There is no way that you can like ever work for a capitalist billionaire in a society that is functionally controlled by capital owning billionaires? What the fuck? Like, you must be, yeah. Look, if you're poor and you criticize capitalism, that's because you're jealous. If you're rich and you criticize capitalism, well, then you're a hypocrite. At some point, it's not about anything. It's just about criticizing capitalism.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, I was gonna make fun of the argument. First of all, I was gonna make fun of him just like lying at first. Because no, I do not have a Cash App sponsorship. No, I did not ban anyone. We nuked people for fucking 5 minutes because they were spamming strike in the chat and derailing the political conversation. But the last part of that was so fucking... It was so good that I don't even know what to say to that.
He's like getting Cash App sponsors and shit from his stream. So he's like banning people that are shit talking Cash App in his stream chat and shit. It's like, it's so funny how like, do we all have to live as part of like a capitalist society? Like, yeah, but
you failed the nuke. It was like 1 minute.
Does that mean we have to like literally sign contracts with a company that's owned by the person that you hate more than anybody else, Jeff Bezos, while taking like corporate money from Cash App to ban people in your check? Like,
that's none of that happened. Taking corporate money from Jeff Bezos, on the other hand, is of course, you know, your boss is always going to be richer than you, brother. Interesting how he can find out from RTBA himself that this is completely factually wrong, but he'd rather spread misinformation. Yeah, that is really curious, considering the fact that his main moderator, RTBA, is also one of my moderators and was probably there when the supposed banning happened, and yet he would choose to rather lie to all of these people that are watching him. That is very curious. Thanks for pointing that out. Rather odd that he could have very easily been like, hey, RTBA, did Hasan ban a bunch of people? Hey, RTBA, does Hasan have a Cash App sponsorship? Did any of this happen? Nah, no, not going to do that. Fuck that. Instead, I'm going to literally make the dumbest argument on the planet that if you criticize capitalism, you are not allowed to literally fucking have a job at Amazon. Like, work for Amazon. How dare you criticize capitalism and work for Amazon? That's where we're at now. With the level of fucking argumentation from internet's greatest debate, Lord Andy. My lord. Ooh, that is fucking good. That's a good argument. I have nothing to that. I have nothing to that one, dude. Yeah. I got nothing for that except for... God damn it. There's like too many fucking... Yo, okay, buddy mods, you guys have to...
could have told him your only corporate sponsor is Spalding. Happy 9 months, Hassel. Love you, chat.
You guys have to... Okay, buddy mods, you should put like all the music into the tab up top so I can easily access some of those songs because I can't find it anymore. God damn it. I'm on your side, but you shouldn't have a job at Amazon, Hasan, and you shouldn't do sponsors and bounties. It's yuck, and you should be better than that.
Dude literally lying to his audience.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being on my side.
Getting close to a year, Pogaru's revenge.
It's crazy that he did that. RTBA was kicking up shit, fighting in your corner. It doesn't even matter. Also, here's a fun fact. If you put apparently in front of
Even
just
after 3
lies,
months of my sub,
you can get away with it and still maintain. If you oh, this is what I was gonna do. This is what I wanted to say. Thank you for finding it. This is all I wanted to say to Turning Point Destiny.
I'm an incel myself, so do you know what an incel is? Involuntary celibate. It's like a community of people on the internet who can't get laid, and some of them go out and like kill people, like Elliot Roger. I'm not saying. I'm cringing right now. I'll explain it later. The virgin is the incel. Involuntarily celibate, who never gets laid. He's like unable
Look at the
to
Cash
get
App
laid.
lore.
He's
There
very
is no
nerdy.
lore.
He has terrible posture. And it would be
There is no lore for Cash App. Apparently there was an LSF thread with Botez or something. So people were like fucking spamming ban. Hold on. So good. It's so fucking good. So the Cash App meme was that Cash App gives subs all the time. And even I've joked about how like they're only around suspiciously to give subs whenever I'm like popping. You know what I mean? And some people get triggered by that. Some people get triggered by that because they're like, what the fuck? That's like cheaper ads that they normally would have to pay for. I don't really give a shit personally. But I was in the middle of covering politics and Cash App did 69 gifts, like sent 69 gift subs. And people were like, strike Cash App, fuck Cash App, strike. Because, you know, LSF was out and about. So then when I fucking hit a 5-minute timeout nuke on everybody that was derailing the convo and over to fucking Cash App, then Destiny, I made it seem like I have a, I guess he made it seem like I have a fucking Cash App sponsorship or something. I do not have a Cash App sponsorship, folks. I do not. Please react to the new friends. No, I don't want to react to it. Let's see what the comments are. 100 comments in 30 minutes. Pog. Another 115. Goddamn. In general, Cash App should be somewhat more subtle with their advertising. Doing what they do, forcing themselves upon everyone is a great way to get the internet to hate you.
You'll have made this past
One of the major problems is that they hold pay to enter giveaways, which would work like lottery, therefore illegal. Misgiving others sponsored by them because they don't give a fuck who sponsors them all they want. They now Cash App is a scam? No, just like any company, we'll find plenty of stories about a company refusing the refund, money disappearing from your bank, PayPal, Cash App, etc. There's nothing scammy about Cash App specifically. They're just extremely shitty for constantly trying to buy exposure through subs and derailing streams for clout. People were spamming about Cash App because they're an annoying presence on the platform in general, paying people to stream on their corporate channel and doing the shady gifties. I think both of was on LSF because their mods were banning Cash App haters. Seems like some wires got crossed. Maybe. I didn't ban anyone for shitting on Cash App, and also not only did I not ban anyone for shitting on Cash App, but I also do not have a fucking Cash App sponsorship. Didn't he just get gifted 69 subs and he was nuking spam in the chat? They're only getting their sponsorship. Yep, it is. Cash App isn't sponsoring every streamer they dump subs into, and Hasan nukes shit in chat all the time. He timed out the distracting spam for 5 minutes during an unrelated political discussion. Destiny's actually apologizing on stream right now, saying he misspoke. There's no fucking way he did that. Here's Hasan's take on Destiny's apology. I got here late and was wondering why he was backtracking and bringing up everything Hasan has done in a bad light, even talking about the jet he hitched on a ride that was already going to the same place he was heading, LMAO. What the fuck? Hasan's stream relies a lot on back and forth with the chat, so if chat keeps spamming something irrelevant to the current topic, he often nukes it. If you think that's bad drama, look at this, law. Why is he being hungry in public when it's only okay in private? I love drama. I'm such a drama hoe. Hasan has never been sponsored by Cash App, though. What the fuck? He's just making shit up. Destiny making shit up can't be. Socialist streamer, man. Big hypocrite. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's see the good ones, dude. Supreme Socialist Andy's being a money chaser. Imagine my shock. All this guy cares about is wearing Supreme and fucking porn stars. Why does this surprise Gnomi? Dude, like, there are legitimate things to criticize me over, okay? Like saying I'm not fucking smart enough to cover the shit I cover. Okay? Like saying I fucking lose my temper way too